you own a home or have plans to in the future? Or are you upside down in your mortgage and need help? Tune in right now to the Call Toni Real Estate Radio Show with Toni Patillo and her co-host Carla Dennis. This is where you come to learn about buying real estate. Here's Toni.
Hello, Los Angelinos. I'm your host, Toni Patillo here, and you are listening to Call Toni Real Estate Radio here on KTLK AM 1150. I'm here with my co-host, Carla Dennis.
We have Loral Langemeier, personal friend and mentor, and Loral is living proof that it makes no difference where you start in life. Anyone can have the life that he or she chooses, their dreams. Loral is a money expert, and when I tell you she is the millionaire maker, she truly is the millionaire maker.
So what I teach is from entrepreneurialism, how do you build a business, to how do you keep the money that you make through tax planning. That's where, Carla and I have a great blend in relationship. Mm-hmm. And then how do you find assets to invest in, which, right now is the greatest time in the history of our world. I mean, we have never seen an asset base and money so cheap. And
right.
So I teach that full conversation because I found what was missing is people would just teach pieces of it. Mm-hmm. Well, if you just sell well, you'll be rich. Well, no, you still got to invest well. You got to maximize your taxes. So it's that full conversation that everyone needs to know, and it's kind of the basics of financial literacy.
Yeah.
A lot of people say, well, I'm scared. There's fear. And I said, fear is just because you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
If you actually knew, you wouldn't have that fear-based energy. So learn. I mean, so the real answer to I'm scared is learn. I mean, open a book. And so it's either that or they don't have cash.
Right.
Well, then let's create a business and create some cash. So there's always an answer. The question is, how much do you want to shift?
Yeah.
A big part of how do you become a 3 to 5 year millionaire is what your portfolio is doing, right? So, yeah, and a lot of people are just parking their money in the stock market praying it's going to work versus learn how to invest in alternative assets. Mm-hmm. So from, I talk about mining to gas and oil to a variety of real estate to land banking to private equity to franchise to MLM. So I talk a lot about the different asset classes, money rules, due diligence, a lot of things that people listening say, oh, I'm not ready for that. You don't get ready unless you start learning. Mentoring, I think that's priceless. Yeah. I mean, because the moves you make, the psychology, the expansion, the capacity building. So I've been doing it in a variety of ways. Mostly right now, my intent is to get people to millionaire status. We're at the economic place right now where it's the fastest chance. You come find me in 3 to 5 years, I'll still be doing it. But getting you to millionaire status then, because you missed the asset base, you missed cheap money, still be possible. But man, you made it a heck of a lot harder.
Yeah.
So I don't just mentor, I also connect my mentoring students because who you hang out with is who you become. And I think that's still such a struggle for people. Your first 6 figures is the hardest money you'll ever make because you're learning marketing, you're learning sales, you're learning this entrepreneurial training. So you're learning things that just you're not aware of. If you want to be financially free, having a fixed income is not going to get you there.
That's right.
It's time you just get told the truth instead of this BS that is going to go slow.
Again, we want to remind you that we're here every Saturday at 3 p.m. on Call Toni Real Estate Radio, KTLK AM 1150, where we are committed to bringing you tools for positive change. If you tuned in late and you'd like to go back and listen to the full show, please go to calltoni.com. That's calltoni with an I.com, and click on the prior show's link. You can always reach out to our off-air number at 888-309-9797. That's 888-309-9797. We want to thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter and friend us on Facebook. And we want you to have a magical, magical weekend. Thanks again for tuning in.